It's in the game.
Yeah. Wind up in this magic. Yeah. Wind up in this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is all we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike, check, push the team. Hey, 0-0-0. Tight is right. Even. Four down. Even. Slam. Okay.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
This is Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nice move at the 40. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We got 4. We got 4. I got 11.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's the sneak with Wilson.
When a quarterback sneak is run well, many at home wonder what's so tough about that. Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Tight go. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 31.
Now Wilson throwing again. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check. Reload.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Go. He's checking. Zebra. Watch the twitch. Check 4. I got listen.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Touch 50.
Now it's Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and long.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score of Browns 7, Seahawks 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Big air. Check, crunch. Check 50.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Hey, orbit. Hurry. Let's go, defense. Pistol. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, Mayfield. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
What? 280.
57. 3 buzz. Watch it.
Hey, alert.
Nickel. Switch.
Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 10. They're all on his own, but it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check. Front it.
He's coming. Double up.
Zebra.
Check 24. Mike, check 33.
Alert.
Check.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
4 down.
12. Got it. Good.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
I got you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Check 52. Deuce. Hey, alert 3.
Now Rashad Penny. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Check 37.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
He's coming. Go. You got double up.
Penny, a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
14, buddy.
He was brought down by Sheldrick. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
19. Check my 33. Check 9. Look for signal. Jim.
From the 29, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Take the edge, take the edge. Come, come. Alert flare, flare. Showing it.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's get it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. They'll run with Penny. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Check out, Lee. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down, Seattle.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tighten down. There you go.
On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Rush in.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Mayfield now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Coleman on the draw. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
180.
56. Three bud.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possession.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal to. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide.